Now, this might seem like a bit of an odd question, but have you ever sent a partner or a prospective date a naked selfie? Is the answer no? Well, spare a thought for the younger generation. According to the relationship website Statusonline, nude selfies and naked video clips are a prominent feature in any modern relationship. More than half 16 to 24-year-olds say it's now normal to send nude photos or videos to somebody. And young women feel under pressure to do this more than men. Let's talk to Catherine Barker from Statusonline, which carried out the research. Morning, Catherine.
Good morning.
What does Statusonline do?
Statusonline is a website and social media presence on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, which reaches 140,000 young people every week, aged 16 to 25, giving them information, equipping them to have healthy, long-lasting relationships in the future.
I'll be honest with you, I knew this went wrong, but to hear that this is now considered to be normal behaviour in that age group is shocking.
It is quite something to take on board, isn't it? The digital world that we now live in has really changed things so much. But I would say, it's given us all new opportunities as well as new challenges. I mean, we found that in our survey that 46% of 16 to 25s have met a boyfriend or a girlfriend through chatting online. And that's not specifically through dating apps. 36% said they'd met someone through a dating app. So it can be a great way to meet a more diverse range of people and a great way to get talking rather than starting with a quick snog behind the bike shed.
Yeah, I get all that. It's the naked bit that I struggle with, right? So, so
I know.
At what point, we're not even saying, are we, that, people are sending naked selfies once they're in a relationship, that we're saying they're being sent to prospective dates.
Yes. I think what's happening is that flirting is a very natural part of starting a relationship with someone. But because that starting a relationship has an online aspect, young people are looking for new ways to sort of show that intimacy, and they want to be able to connect with someone. So in the excitement of that moment and that enthusiasm, that sort of sense of I want to be close to you, I want to have a relationship with you, they are tempted to send a nude. But we also found that not only is there a temptation there, but there's also a tremendous amount of pressure. So 1 in 3 young people felt pressurised to do that. And actually that was higher in the Northeast. 32% in the Northeast have felt pressurised to send a nude. And it's more women than men. So nationally it's 40% of women. So what that's saying is that it's actually not that they need to send a photo, but they can feel pressurised to. So they can be asked to send one, and they think if I don't send it, then the other person won't be interested in me anymore. But actually, the other side of the coin is that people go, well, no, actually, that's not make or break for me. I'm just asking, and it's part of my way of showing you I'm interested.
I mean, it's interesting what you're saying, Catherine, about wanting to make a connection. I totally get that, and normally you would make a connection by thinking, what have I got in common with this person? Let's talk about common ground, shared values, all that sort of thing. Not how does that person look naked?
Yeah, exactly. One of the downsides of the digital world is that we are spending a lot of time thinking about how we look and how we present ourselves in our selfies and how we connect through photographs. And yet when we ask people what's the most important thing you look for when starting a relationship with someone, 75% say personality, 74% say sense of humour, whereas sex appeal is down at 50% and looks is at 65%. So, people do want to get a feel for personality, sense of humour. And the best way to do that is not to send a nude, but is actually to sort of joke and chat online and then face to face.
Do young people then not worry about what could happen to that naked photo of them that they send somewhere else? Because as long as the relationship is up and running, that's fine. But should the relationship end, then that photo could be sent anywhere, couldn't it?
Absolutely. There's a lot of talk these days, isn't there, about the development of the teenage brain and how that sort of sense of restraint and self-control is the last bit to form. And as a result, that sort of impulsive thing to, in the excitement at the moment, to, jump off a cliff or do something reckless is actually spreading into the whole digital sphere. So you choose to send a photograph of yourself when really that is a high risk thing to do. We went out on the streets of Worcester. We like to do interviews out on the street. So we took our status van to Worcester and talking to young people there. And you can see the videos on our social media platforms. But what's interesting is that young people say, yeah, I have done it. Yeah, I shouldn't. So many of them regret it. So that is a massive issue. And in relationship breakup, it can be disastrous. 14% have had nudes shared when they've broken up with someone, and 10% have confessed that they've shared a nude themselves with someone they split up with.
People don't care, do they? They don't care during breakup. Thank you, Catherine. Catherine Barker from Status Online. So what do you make of that then? As a parent or a grandparent, is there anything you can do? I mean, do you have to have a conversation with a 16-year-old now saying, oh, by the way, you know, whatever you do, don't take a photo of yourself naked and send it to anybody else. Maybe we've got to do that now. And there is this programme on Channel 4, isn't there, where people are judged on their naked bodies. Have you seen that? It's on late at night on Channel 4. I don't think it's on at the moment. But genitals and breasts are revealed on that show. You can't see their face. You just see their genitals. And you have to decide whether you want to start a relationship with that person. It's all part of the same thing, isn't it?